A very good day to all of you. Today in this video, we will talk about the play Doll's House. A Doll's House, it was a social play written by Henrik Ibsen. So there we can see so many social issues in A Doll's House. In the previous video, we had already discussed about the characters of the drama and the theme and the summary of the play. So, Doll's House, it was also known as a problem play. So, first of all, what is problem play? It's a form of drama that confronts some social issues and displays conflicting points of view in a realistic manner. Norwegian playwright Henrik Ibsen, he was known as the father of theatrical realism, and he brought the problem play to the mainstream through his works. So this play, A Doll's House, it's a story of a woman named Nora who is lying to her husband Torvald, though she is lying only because of his well-being. So in order to protect this secret of hers, she endorses one of her husband's employees who is knowledgeable about the lie that she is telling. Torvald disregards her endorsement and fires Krogstad. Krogstad then attempts to get revenge on Nora by sending a letter to Torvald with the revealings of her secret. A Doll's House contains ideas of feminism, the negative side of culture, and the struggle of women to be accepted as an equal in society. So, we can see a social issue that is most central to the plot of A Doll's House, and this social issue is treatment of women in society, but more specifically the societal hold on them. So the hold on women by society that the play displays, it can be most obviously observed through Torvald and his actions towards Nora. So throughout the play, he proceeds to refer to Nora by unintentionally belittling names such as Little Dove, Beautiful Gypsy Girl, and Little One, implying that he does not see her as a person but merely as a concept who is frail, needs guidance, and whom she has ownership over. So, Torvald only seeing Nora as a concept can be observed through the act of Tarantella dance. So, whenever discussing the Tarantella dance, Torvald mainly addresses how certain he is that Nora is going to look beautiful and the level of entertainment that it will bring for him and the rest of the guests. So, this suggests that women is only the object of an entertainment to to the people, in the eyes of the people, as well as she is only there to entertain her husband. So however, he then proceeds to berate her by saying that she needs a lot of his help and guidance in order for her to be presentable enough for the dinner party. So this also suggests that how a woman is totally helpless without her husband. So throughout the play, similar acts to this show a clear picture of the social struggle of Nora and sense of ownership over her. So Torvald's outburst in the final act reveals a clear picture. After discovering that Nora took a loan out by forging her father's signature, Torvald gets infuriated, he gets angry, and he tells her, I quote one of the line, "You are going nowhere. You are staying here in my house. I can't trust you with them." That goes without saying. I loved you so much. That stops. So from this moment on, I am simply concerned with saving the remains, the pieces. So this line is this statement is beyond telling about the power and hold that Torvald believes he has over her. It is then revealed that the contract with the forged signature has been returned, and Torvald attempts to move past his insults towards Nora by saying, "I actually find your lack of insight and lack of understanding and lack of ability to know what to do rather attractive. So it makes me realize that I am a man and you are a woman. Are you cross with me? Don't be. I promise you, Nora, I have forgiven you. Not only is he insulting her, but he is simultaneously insinuating that she should be thankful that he considers her faults to be attractive, as well as implying that these faults are what makes her less than him in the perspective of society. So, women in society at this time had very little agency when it came to a majority of matters in their lives. The reason that Nora got into her situation was because she forced her father's signature to take out a loan. So, uh, she would not have needed to do that if she had the right to take out the loan in her own name initially. So this shows that society has not given equal rights to women. She cannot take her loan on her own. She needs a kind of security, uh, a kind of guarantee. Her expected role in society was to be a housewife as well as uphold her husband's reputation and expectations, and to look beautiful all while doing it. Things even go as far as the preference of activities that her husband has for her. In one instance, Torvald attempts to explain why a trivial activity such as embroidery is superior to knitting by saying, "It's far more beautiful, don't you think? But knitting, it's just bloody ugly. Look, your arms are all squashed up." So, the doll's house, Nora, in the play, Nora has accepted this type of treatment from Torvald, believing it is normal, and does not have a revelation about it until much later in the story. So towards the end of the story, we can see, though there are so many social issues, but in the end of the story, Torvald confesses that he will never forgive her for forcing her father's signature. And then after he discovers that the issue has been resolved and that his reputation is safe, he flips his feelings around by then confessing that he is so glad to be back with his wife and how much he loves her. But this is when Nora finally snaps. She finally realizes that she has been in a trance of sorts, and she has been treated like a doll throughout her entire life. First starting with her father and then with Torvald after she got married. She explains, I quote, "You never loved me. You just enjoyed the idea of being in love with me. My father called me his doll. He played with me like I used to play with my dolls. Torvald, you took me from my father's house to yours, and the same thing happened here. You furnished according to your taste, so I developed the same taste as you." She then dresses herself up and then she proceeds to leave the home, her children and her belonging behind. And then she slams the door behind her on the way out. So we can see that Nora slamming the door at the end of the play leaves the possibility of the outcome up to the interpretation. Some could say that Nora leaves town and starts a new life for herself, while others may debate the reality of it and that she does not have any skill sets to begin something for herself. So, this ending of Nora leaving her family caused some uproar at the time within society and those who watched it, so much that some production changed the ending to where she returns back to Torvald. While against Ibsen's original vision, this was done in order to make the audiences less uncomfortable. By changing the ending in some production, it shows that society was not ready for women to be displayed in a place of power where they are making decision of that caliber. So this issue is more prevalent in Doll's House. What is that issue? The treatment of women in society, as well as the societal hold on them. So, throughout the play, we can see how Torvald represents the holding of women and the treatment that they must face in physical form. So, while Nora represents how women were viewed, perceived in society and the reality of finally taking action about it. While the treatment of women has gotten much better, recent times have reminded that there is still much more work that has to be done. By the end of the play, Nora decides that she was not her father's or Towel's doll anymore. Just like women of today have made the decision that they are not just a plaything anymore. So this is a social issue that is very much prevalent in the drama. That's why we can also call a feminist play also. We can find a feminism, trace of feminism in the play. I hope you have all got this. Thank you.